Yo! What's up, folks? Oh, I see. That's the sun. That's the sun. All right. Welcome to tonight's stream. First of all, cheers. A while ago, I registered to be in the GitHub Actions beta. And yesterday I got an email saying, hey, you got in. So I thought today, let's try it out. So as far as I understand it, GitHub Actions is something that helps you automate tasks in IT projects, basically, specifically to code. And for example, it can help you automate your deployment pipeline, for example, because what we have now is integration with Travis CI, Travis Continuous Integration. And the build file for that thing looks like this. We just say, hey, we're building a Java project. I forget what the install true is about. And then we say we want to build the project, we want to perform Gradle W clean build. So this is calling Gradle wrapper, calling it clean and then a build. Eventually, what will be deployed or what will be the result, the artifact, is a jar file containing our web app that both hosts the REST API and a Vue.js web app. We also have something specific that after a successful build, and the branch that we're building is prod. So we've got two branches now. We've got prod and master. So if it's prod, then we want to build a Docker image from the jar file we just built from the artifact. Tag the image, and then push it to the Heroku Docker registry, which should then be able to pick it up, and then we'll perform a release and then put that newly built image into production. So that we've got set up in Travis already. And I think, or I hope, I can do exactly the same, but with GitHub Actions. I got an email saying, hey, you've gotten into the beta, so maybe now you want to start with these two links. One of them is this one, which is just, I think, just documentation. And then here's a tutorial to get you comfortable with GitHub Actions. Your hello world for GitHub Actions. So I was thinking maybe I should start off with this since I really don't know anything about it yet. In this course, you'll learn how to organize and identify workflow files, add executable scripts, create workflow and action blocks, trigger workflow, and discover workflow logs. Only works for members of the GitHub Actions limited public beta. That's me. GitHub Actions is currently in the blah, blah, blah. Ready to start learning. Let's go. So I think it's kind of weird that I am still... I still have to do this. Right, so I am already logged in, I guess. And then we'll just authorize this stuff. Does it say anything about not streaming? Because then I need to cancel this stuff. I don't think it does, actually. Okay. At a first glance, seems like it's fine, so let's go with it. All repositories. What is this? Okay, to join a course unless you install it on your personal account. So I don't think I want to install it on my personal account. I think I can just go like this. Move on. Learning paths. Firstly on GitHub. Oh no, this is like, okay, here we go. Featured courses. This is the one I wanted. Join this course, I guess. Yeah, sure. Oh. Okay then. Yeah, these are, I guess we'll just do all of them then. So weird though. I guess I can also uninstall it eventually. Christ, I don't know this by heart. Jesus. Let's go to my password manager. There we go. Okay, so now maybe I can start this one. Join the course. Continue. All right. Add a Docker file. Start your action by creating a Docker file. Sure. So there's no real thing on what we're gonna do here. Let's maybe increase the size a bit so you folks can also read. Helps you create a simple action and use that action in a workflow. There are parts of this course which will need to be completed locally using command line. Sure. 2 components to use. Okay, the action itself and then a workflow that uses it. Okay, cool. So we've got 2 concepts already. A workflow can contain many actions, but each action has its own purpose. All right. Every GitHub action runs in a Docker container and requires a Docker file. So I hope now that we can reuse some GitHub actions from other people. All right, cool. Let's do this. So we'll first of all clone this repository. Copy. Oh, by the way, I also already set up my Aphid challenge app to run on well, no, I forked the Aphid challenge repository over on my personal account because organizations aren't yet allowed, and we're hosting our the Aphid challenge web app on the software sandbox part. So okay, so I think I already I did this. Let's follow the actions, I guess. Let's call it first action then, I guess. Cool. Then what are we supposed to do? Create a directory, action A. Yeah, sure. So we'll create a Docker file and then put this in it, I guess. test and then commit this, I think. Or does it require something else? Stage and commit your file. Yep. Open a pull. Ah, okay. That's how they'll know. That's cool. I did what you asked me to. Oh, maybe I'll need to add something first. There we go. Let's push this to what is going on? Let's just do this then. Oh, it's just I only need. This is gets me confused every time. I don't think I need to do this from a root. Does not appear to be a Git repository. Yeah. Oh, does it need to be like this? Strange, huh? Action A does not match any. But I am... Oh, that's because I'm stupid. I was continuously referring to the directory instead of the actual branch. So that was first action. And then I think what I need to do next is open a pull request. So if I go here and I say, here's the pull request. Let's do dismiss then, I guess. Create pull request. Aha. This is cool. Nice work, you committed a Docker file. Notice that at the end of the Docker file, we referred to an entry point script. Yes. Add the actions script. An entry point script must exist in our repository so that Docker has something to execute. Cool. So this is step 2. All right. So it did close this issue. So from there on out, it'll keep on requesting stuff until this pull request is complete, probably. All right, so let's add an entry point file that contains this. So let's move into the action A thing and then touch an entry point.sh file, because I think that was, yes. Let's put in this thing just like they requested, then add this. All right, and then we'll commit message this saying added entry point as requested. And then now we can just push. And it will push to the branch, and then GitHub will notice this. Cool, not, oh, right. Even though they did say this. Oh, wow. That's really cool. And then we'll push this, and then the bot will probably respond again. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, sure, which we will define in the next step. Okay, so now we've got an action that's being run from a Docker file, as far as I understand it. And then we'll use a workflow to call that action. Let's see. They are defined in special files in the GitHub workflows directory named main.yaml. Can execute based on your chosen event. For this lab, we'll be using the push event. Link to the documentation. We'll break down each line of the workflow in the next step. Okay, cool. All right, so we continue on this pull request branch. First, we'll add the bones of the workflow. We'll add the action itself in a later step. Name and trigger your workflow. So we'll need a YAML file in the workflows directory. Cool. All right, let's do this then, shall we? So we'll add a new directory in the root, GitHub, and then a workflows directory in that GitHub directory. And then we'll create a file called main.yaml, I think it was. Yeah. And then we'll start editing this and then put this thing in it. So a workflow for my hello world file, and should trigger on push. Let's push. Oh, let's maybe add this. Added workflow YAML. Let's see what the bot has to say about that as we sip from our beer. Yes. Okay. We need to specify a job or jobs to run. So jobs is a new concept, I guess. And I create a job that runs an action. Ah, yeah, okay. So job is like a subpart from a workflow, and an action is like a reusable thing. As a part of this branch and pull request. Okay, cool. Let's do it. So we'll just add this here. And what do we have? We've got a hello world action. Will run on Ubuntu latest. Uses, and then this seems wonky. Actions / checkout at master. Where does that come from? And here's an environment variable. This is not my name. That's not it either, but hey. Added job to workflow. Main workflow. I wonder where this comes from, or what it means. Because I don't think there's much of an explanation there. All right, here we go. Uses an action called checkout to use copy of our code. Oh, I see. Wait, so what was in the Docker file then? Yeah, I've got no clue. There's no reference to maybe it just references another one, action/checkout, and this one is then called, I guess, nothing, or it's called hello world. We'll see eventually, I guess. So all right, so jobs makes sense. Build the identifier we are attaching to this job. Yeah, sure. It's like start defining build of job, and then the build thing has a name, which is the hello world action. It runs on Ubuntu latest, even though that thing is Debian, but that is same system, I think. Not sure. I'm not your Linux guru at all. Let's see. It uses this action A, named action A. Okay. And this is the one we just defined. So you can also refer to a directory, I guess. /action A. So that's starting from the root, probably. The root of your repository, that is. Or from, because, yeah, there it is. Okay. And then, this makes sense, right? Just the environment variables. Your action is about to be triggered. Your repository now contains everything it needs for the action to be defined and everything it needs to be triggered. Cool. Will run anytime a commit is recognized on the remote repository since you just pushed. Let's wait for the workflow to be triggered. This might take a few minutes. All right, so now we can go check out what the action did, I guess. Trigger the workflow again. See your action. Done the work. Now sit back and see your action trigger the workflow. All right, so apparently it did run already. Let's look at this output then, I guess. Huh. See, this is weird since the bot already replied with success. Your workflow ran. What happens if I just click on actions? Does it do something different? Ah. Okay, so what I think happened now is the workflow ran, but it ran on the first action branch, let's say. So, and since the actions thing doesn't have a it doesn't have like a thing, a branch selector, let's say. So you can't really see what it ran unless I just do skip this, set up a workflow for yourself, which is something that I already did, right? Maybe if I just skip it. Ah, yeah. So this is indeed on the master branch. All right. Let's cancel that stuff. Hopefully I did, in fact. Yeah. Let's merge the pull request and then see it in action. So that's still, I guess, a bug in the GitHub Actions tutorial. Got no idea where to send feedback for that. Let's grab something. Ugh. GitHub Action tutorial. Action not visible. All right. So let's merge it, baby. And then this should trigger, right? Okay, so it will also, oh yeah, there you go. So now I think we'll see the effect on the actions thing, since now we do have actions defined and workflows, in fact. Yeah, this looks completely different. All right, here we go. First action. Great success. And this thing looks quite familiar, right? Here we can see what it did. So it'll run the action A with environment my name. You can see the Docker image, and then here we go. Hello world, my name is Help. Great. Do we see? All right, -e my name. So that's how they pass along the variable. Cool. Okay, cool. So I think we can continue. Created a new issue. All right, I don't know if I want to keep on learning. Yeah. So we did verify this. The Docker file contains metadata for your action. Try changing some of that. Change the icon that displays when the... Yeah, we didn't even check out the action. Or the icon, I mean. Where can you see that thing? Where's the icon you're supposed to see? I've got no idea. Is it in the main thing? I do not know. Or maybe... Yeah, I've got... Maybe this is the icon then. I've got no idea. I really have no idea. Anyway... Use existing actions from the GitHub marketplace in awesome actions. Great. So maybe we'll check these 3 things, I guess. This can go. I guess this can go as well. And then let's just continue on with trying to do it with our very own F-it challenge repository. There we go. All right. Maybe now we can also check this thing out. In fact, get started with GitHub Actions. So let's say we didn't do the tutorial. Choose a workflow to build, test, and deploy our code. Make code reviews, branch management, and issuing triaging work the way you want. Node, Rust, Python. It would be great if it would recognize that this is a Java project or a Grail project. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Do we think that maybe this tutorial was also made with GitHub Actions? Maybe that's the icon that they were... Nice work. What did they do again in the Docker file? Mike Purple. Standard output, yeah. I don't know, man. I expected something in the standard output to have shown. And instead we just see this. There's no icon. Oh well. Collection of actions. There's like auto fixers, but nothing for Gradle yet. Execute Gradle task. And it's in front-end tools. You can also define actions within the workflow file. Wait, hang on. Because this is called main.workflow and not main.yaml. So I guess this is a way to also define actions rather than using a Docker file or something. Or there's just more formats. Uses actions / checkout at master. I wonder what this references though. Let's check these out maybe. Starter workflows. Okay. Gradle. Okay. All right. Seems legit. This is basically what we need. Let's find out if we... No, let's skip that. This thing... I think I want to do this manually, right? So let's actually just navigate to this thing here. I think I added, yeah, the scallop remote. So what we do is we create, I think we already have a .github directory. Yeah, because we already have an issue template. So let's make a GitHub /workflows directory. Then .j workflows main.yaml file. Vi that stuff. And then we want this thing here. So Java CI, I guess it's really Gradle. Not sure why it's 1.8 though. I think I'll need an updated one. Doesn't really matter, I think, because in Kotlin, right? Build with Gradle. Let's just try this out first. So this is how you distinguish different steps by just calling a name. Checkout should always happen then, I guess. Uses setup Java at version 1 with so these actions are also versioned. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I guess you need to do that, right? Otherwise a change is breaking that thing. Is that all we need? I think it is. It just might be. Let's add it. Oh yeah, I also started a captain's log entry to put my learnings in there. Let's maybe just first commit this. Say added GitHub Actions workflow. We're building Java. And then we just push and see how that works. Okay. And then I think this should get updated. Yeah, there we go. And then I hope that we have an action now. They haven't run yet. Ah, yeah. So it did recognize that there's a workflow thing now, but it isn't run immediately. Oh, there we go. Master. Starting. Exciting. I guess I want eventually an updated version. I think I'm not really sure. We can check that in the logs later, but I think that Travis CI comes with a bundled Gradle wrapper for all the versions or something, so that they don't need to download it. So is this running now or what? Starting, but it's not doing anything yet. I also wondered because my build specifically has that MooWork node Gradle plugin that actually downloads npm and tries to install it, I think. Or it doesn't try to install, it'll run npm using that version. So I wonder if that actually will work. I guess it should, right? Okay, now okay, here we go. It finally started, I think. Where's the follow button? Maybe it's because, yeah, that helps. Ugh. And now we wait. I am drinking Nova beer. This is pretty awesome. It's a local beer brewed in Hoeilaard. It's pretty good. Citrusy. Love it. Love it. Maybe while this is building, maybe we can check out the other things on the marketplace. Is there Slack integration? Of course there is. Nice. Thought I got rid of that. Ugh. Automatically rebases pull requests on /rebase comments. What? Oh yeah. This is such a troll. Troll action. And do you need to enable them or something, or do they just exist now, or what? Chest snapshots. Wow. Okay, cool. Let's check these out because we happen to have a site that's run with Hugo. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah. This looks cool. So if you want to use Hugo instead of Jekyll as a static site generation while using GitHub as a hosting platform, then you're able to do that by doing this. Okay, that's pretty cool. Then I can just move my blog to Hugo, or I'll migrate it to Hugo because it's running on Jekyll now, and then use this action to do that. Hey, nice. Where does it list which Hugo version it uses? Yeah, I guess we can find out if we go to this, because it should be a Docker container. It's just an entry point. What the hell? See, I expected Hugo to be in here as a Docker file. Add Hugo, so they'll... It's okay, now I don't understand anything anymore. How is the Hugo command? How does it exist? Do you need to define in your workflow that it should contain that or something? See, I thought I understood it, now I don't. And then I also really don't understand the difference between the YAML files and then this format. I hope that it's just a different format. And I think I prefer the YAML to this because this reminds me too much of Jenkins file. Nightmares. Hey, look at this. Complete job. So it did a successful Gradle build. Cool. Great success. So then what can we do next? Let's check out our Travis file, I guess. So it doesn't reuse caches yet, I read somewhere. So this is nothing we need to take into account yet. And then I guess what I want to do is do this. But I wonder if you can just do that. I mean, I guess I need to define my own deploy action or something that does this, and then only trigger that action when I'm on the production branch or something. Let's try doing this, okay? Oh, and then, oh yeah. So then there's this other thing where I need to pass along secure, hopefully, tokens to that thing. And the way I did that, how do you do that in GitHub Actions? Because if we look at hello something, what was it again? Action A, Docker file, I think. No, it's in the workflow. Right, so I don't want to commit this for obvious reasons, because then my password will be all public and stuff. So I need to know how to pass along environment variables from a protected source. Maybe we can find more. Let's close this stuff. Starter workflows. Ah, yeah, okay. So these are all build stuff, things, properties. Maybe they're in the automation part. Here we go. Secrets. Okay, where do we find the secrets thing then? Is that in your settings thing or what? Okay, let me check out that screen. I'll need to go to the be right back screen. Just a second. Okay, so I see that there is a secrets screen. Ah, yeah, cool. And then you have, I guess I can show this because there's nothing hidden here. That's it. So from here you can probably just use use it like this. I think I'll try that out with that repository that we created in the tutorial. Was it here? No. We did all of this. Then I'll close that, and then what we'll do here is we go to secrets, and then we'll say your secret name. Oh, I'm actually Batman or something. So entry is clear text, I'm afraid, so that's not very streamer friendly. Maybe we'll need to add a request for that as well. Streamer friendly GitHub secrets. Alrighty. So it's pretty cool that once it's been set, you can't read it anymore. So that's good, right? You're encrypted, only exposed to selected actions. Nice. So I'll just VI this thing again, and then instead of using this, we'll do, what was it again? I think dollar and then double curlies, secrets dot secret name. What happens? What happens if I misspell it? So since I pushed it to master, it should trigger there. I also don't, I think they need something like to show that like a build is running or something. Like on Travis, you've got like maybe from the main screen, or at least know that something got triggered. Also, how can you edit workflow from there? Huh? That's weird. Oh, am I still, did I still push to the wrong? No, I'm at master. Oh, no. No. I made a boo-boo. I edited a file outside of my repository, and now I should remove that. And I even pushed it to my master. Let's fix that later. So let's go to hello GitHub action. And then let's just directly go. Oh. Yeah, let's add this. Oh yeah, I still need to commit it. Okay, then we'll check out master. And then pull this. Then merge with first action. And push this. No. The bot is angry. Or you can't just push the master or something. Okay, let's check out action or second action or something. Alright, that does work. And then I guess we'll start a pull request for that. I'm not sure if I need to do that, but it seems like it's the only way to... Okay. So they added a workflow. Yeah. And this is the review thing. Did they now continue adding stuff? No, okay. Let's go to the actions then and see what's what. Second action did come up successfully though. Yeah, okay, so it just didn't parse, so then it failed. At least now we've got something runnable, and then we can VI that again. Name.
I told them all about you.
Fixed typo. And then push again. Ah yeah, Relam 10. What's up? Have you tried out GitHub Actions yet? We're just checking it out. We just ran through the tutorial, which went pretty well. And then we also already used the Gradle action. Or the Java action, I guess. I like to see people coding. Oh! Oh! And the secrets get escaped. I mean, get asterisked. That's good. Okay, cool. So the other thing we just tried out is... it's not security. Is what happens if you use a secret that you add to your GitHub repository. And I use this secret _name repository in an action right here. And the way the hello world action thing works is it'll just go like, hello world, my name is blah. And then the my name environment variable that you pass along. And we fill it in with this thing. So we tried it out and you can't see it in the output, which is great. But you can see it, however, when you enter stuff in here. So it's not very streamer friendly just yet. You were a random WordPress user, but you decided to increase your objectives. Now you're diving into JavaScript and Node. You want to create a food social network, but the road is hard. I bet it is. Yeah, coming from WordPress. Is there a lot of actual coding involved in WordPress actually, or? I always wondered. I used to have a WordPress site before, like ages ago. But yeah. Okay, let's go back to our own repository then. So this one here. And then I guess what I can do here, if I want to actually push to a Docker login, maybe we can try that first. So, and in fact, let's just try and use this feature. Edit the workflow thing. And then also, instead of doing this stuff, can you like comment this? Right, you can go like this, right? I hope that's okay. Run a Docker command, maybe. And then what is a command that we can try is Docker build, I guess, or something like that. Do I have that in my... Here, Docker build. Yeah, well, at least if it won't work, then at least I'll know that the Docker command will work. I expect errorless output because I haven't logged in, and there is neither a what's the thing called again? There's not a jar file because nothing's been built. So let's try doing this and see if that works. Start commit. Oh, cool. So on push, and then you can select branches. Cool. Oh, and schedule tasks as well. I didn't even see that stuff. And parallel builds, I guess. Or is it specifically to OSs? Conditionally run steps or jobs. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do this. Start. Okay. Let's try out a Docker command. Go. You just learned HTML and CSS. That's PHP based, but you don't need to know any PHP then, I guess. So now you started learning JavaScript. I think it's pretty difficult to both try learning a new language and then having the goal like creating a food social network. But more power to ya. All right, so I did commit that thing, so there should be a new workflow running. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Running a Docker command. Is doing stuff like installing Python. Yeah, okay. So you can just run Docker commands. Okay, cool. That's great to know. Oh, and you can rerun check. Okay. All right. Almost done with front-end JavaScript. You even started to create a few stuff for the future web. Now is the turn of Node and MongoDB. Cool. Is Node.js much different from just front-end JavaScript? I mean, aside from the lack of a window or document variable, global variable. This is great, huh? Okay, so I think we are actually ready to put this there, though. Then maybe this is like the final thing to check for, or to just execute a shell script, but I think we can just do that as well. So let's open the main YAML thing. Oh, danger, we haven't pulled yet. Now we'll need to, okay, first we need to fix our mistake from earlier. By removing that commit, do we want to revert this or not? I guess we just revert it. Yeah, cool. And then let's push this, and then my mistake will be forever known in history. There are a lot of common things in Node.js and front-end JavaScript. That is why I chose JavaScript instead. Learn PHP/JavaScript. I save a lot of time due to similitudes. Yeah, that's a good reasoning, my man. Or my person. Let's. So we undid our mistake. And what do we want to do now? We want to edit that file. No, we want to, oh shit, we need to pull. We already pull, I guess. Yeah. So why is this not updated? Because this is the version from origin and not from Schelp, so is it without or with a slash? I keep forgetting. I think it's with. No. All right. Okay, cool. So let's do the build, and then run a Docker command will become not this. That'll be the part in Travis saying this bit here. So we want to first Docker log in. There's like there's no thing where you go like or do you just do multiple run commands? Nope. That is weird. Because basically I want to do this. Is that with a dash? Oh yeah. I guess what I want to do here is I don't want to name all these things. I just want like a trigger that says Docker build and push to Heroku or something. I don't know. Going to learn Vue as well. Yeah, Vue is really fun. You might want to check out my YouTube videos. There's like a neat little highlight. I don't know if I can do that. Like, oh boy, this is gonna be horrible. Let's go to videos and then the highlights. There's supposed to be like a. Can't you just search or something? Yeah. Anyway, maybe it'll be better on my YouTube channel. Somewhere, it shows. I think it's titled something like how I'm productive with Vue.js or something. If you search for that, that should help you along. So we did just try out that thing, and it failed, of course. I think this all works. Now what we need to do is, in fact, not do these. I think it's just all of these. Nice. Well, nice. Okay. I hope this works. So I'll need to define. Oh, that's not everything. I need to go secrets dot, and then that should work. So now I'll need to add these secrets here, the Heroku auth token and username. And then hopefully that'll just work. And now then because I want to only run this when I am on prod, so maybe do I put that in a separate file now, or what? Like, what do I want to do? Prod.yaml maybe? I'm not sure. So I don't want to just do it on all push commands, but branch. Okay, auto completion would be great as well. Branches. Prod. Or I guess I could do this maybe. Run if to run a step only as a part of a push and not in a pull request. Oh yeah, okay, I see. What other things are available besides github.event? Okay. If. Wadu. So this will show all properties of a GitHub context then, I guess. I don't want to know that. Just where's a reference for that? God, and then it has its own syntax somehow. So it's not completely... Where is the thing that looks like that? Dump GitHub. Well, I don't want to do that. Like, I mean, come on. Isn't there like a docs on that thing? Okay, just keeping some post-its here that allow me to give some feedback on GitHub Actions. Because you see, I know from this documentation that I can use something like event, but is there also something like github.branch or something? What are the other contexts? Job steps runner. Maybe it's inside a runner, for example. Who knows? Yeah, I don't want to know about all of that stuff. I mean, I don't want to copy this to know what's in the GitHub context, for example. So just some docs on that would be great. Maybe it's in further broken link. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's still in beta. It's still in beta. This we don't want to add it. So let's go along with the strategy of having a separate YAML file for that, and then I hope this works. I did see that was something like releases/star, but I guess this is fine. I don't want to deal with releases stuff. So now we need to revert our main and then get rid of this stuff because I don't want to do that on a regular build. I do want to do that when I'm running on prod. All right, and then I guess I also want something in main that says don't do this for prod because there's already a different thing going on. Not prod, maybe that works. Let's find out. Ugh, God. Okay, cool. So now it should just not work because there's no Heroku auth token or username secret provided, so the login stuff should fail. but it should try it on the prod branch. So now let's first push this to master, I guess. Separated into new workflow for prod branch, something like that. And then we'll push this to scallop. All right, and then we'll check out production, then merge with master, and then push this to scallop as well. Now I don't know how this works, but let's just try it. It should, I expect it to push to, there we go, to prod on scalp. Nice. Okay, so this is good because I don't really wanna push to the F8 challenge thing. I mean, there's no GitHub Actions there anyway, so it shouldn't really make any of a difference. Looks like it's raining, but it's not really. Right, so hopefully, so I expected 2 workflows to be run now. Maybe it'll pop up at some point. I do not know. Hey. And it's trying to do this though. That's weird. That's weird, right? Why is that? Maybe it's because they're both called Java CI and then only one of them gets picked up. Let's try to do that. So this is the master one, and then this one should be prod. Changed workflow names of main and prod. So we did make a commit, and then I'll need to push to scallop. And then check out prod again. Merge master. And then push to scallop again. All right, and now I'm curious if there ends up a new workflow, maybe even 2, because it should be Java CI master and Java CI prod. So there's just prod though. What? And it runs on master. No, I don't get it. I do not understand. So how do you trigger different flows based on the branch? Yeah, this can go. Oh, okay. It used to be HCL and then. Okay, nice. Okay, I can't even do serverless. Jesus, this is a bit limiting, right? Be cool, don't use GitHub Actions in ways you know you shouldn't. Maybe this thing here will help me along.
By the way, I feel bad. I never asked you how your love life is
Event
going.
restrictions.
No. As you know, that was a done deal long ago.
Okay. This looks like the reference I was looking for earlier. Okay, I guess it just uses the webhook events API. Let's Google it. What do I want to Google? GitHub workflow different based on branch. Let's do actions with that because I don't want anything to do with GitHub flow or Git flow for that matter. That's not gonna be great for SEO, right? I mean, maybe I can check the actions again, like did something update here or not? This one didn't even run anymore, so I guess there's only one I can use. So I guess this is not a thing I should try to do, so let's get rid of this one. And then go back to using this thing again. Build and deploy. To Heroku maybe even. Let's not even do this since it actually doesn't even trigger. Maybe there's something wrong with this. It needs like a... yeah, I don't know. And there we go. So on push, do all of this stuff. Maybe what I can do is actually put all of this in a script or something. Like a Docker build and push. Something like that. And then hopefully I can use this thing. Not really sure if that will work. No, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Docker build and push. Then we'll need to make that executable. And then let's find out if that works. In fact, not sure if I need that, so let's get rid of it. See if this does the trick. So merging to prod now is completely useless. There we go. Maybe I can just do this and then there's auto completion. No. Yeah, cancel. Doot dee doot dee doo. Oh no. Now I have very slow feedback. Because it's trying to do the Gradle build first. I wonder where I can find more information about what I can and cannot do. Or like just things that... let's try this. Oh yeah, right. There was another thing because we learned in the tutorial that branches don't necessarily get visualized in this thing here. Zero output on that. Okay, right, it's still building this part. I wish there was an example somewhere where it says only run only run on specific branches or something like that. Curious. Maybe I can find more information in here on the push event. Oh, we were already in push event. Or not. Yeah. Here we go. Triggered on a push to a repository branch. I guess check the ref. Your workflow runs on a specific version of code in your repository. Pull request events for forked. Nope. Yeah. So this I expected. It says bad substitution though. Maybe. Okay, let's just try fill something in. It doesn't need to be real. Heroku auth token. Secrets. Something. Oh, and then we'll also drop the Gradle build thing. Let's not do this anymore because it will take a while. Heroku username. Snarf. There we go. And then maybe we can push again since we put that into comments. Attempt without running Gradle. substitution. Right. Let's do this and then look at the flowers, Lizzie. I'm gonna grab myself another beer because the fridge is, you know, right next to me. Bad substitution again. Yeah, okay, I'll need to pass those things along, I guess. I wonder why it's still going on with the rest of it though. Okay, so maybe I can do this step before that's an idea. So this is a Docker login. And then finally, this is a Roku release. Let's try this, shall we? Oh, I'm curious. This should be run on the same container, right? So I should still be logged in. Log in from the YAML, hopefully retained. This should work now. Oh! There was only one replacement. What's different? Roku username. Maybe... Yeah, thought so. Well, we've actually already verified that that'll work, but then we don't know if it gets retained, and we won't know, in fact. So, let's actually add the real stuff. How do I do that? Maybe do that off screen or something, maybe. Huh. Ah, okay. The URL doesn't reset on new. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of these. They will become uninteresting. Then where did I get them again? Do I even remember? I think it's on Heroku itself, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, I logged in. And then what? Okay, I finally found the auth token. I think. Okay, I think this is it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, in fact. Let's just see. Okay, so I added the secrets. Did I change anything anymore? I don't think I did. So now I should actually just rerun this. Rerun checks. And then the login should succeed. Yeah. So now I need to the Docker image build will fail because there's no jar yet. So I guess we'll reintroduce the Gradle step and then okay, the login works. And now this is gonna fail because there's no there's no jar. All right, let's add the Gradle build again. And then this should work. And then the only thing I need to figure out is how to run this conditionally somehow. Jobs build. Okay, re-enabled Gradle build to get a jar file again. All right, this should be interesting. So stuff I still need to figure out is how to run conditionally, right? Based on a branch. Run step conditionally branch maybe. Something like that. Maybe this thing. What are we looking at here? Docker tag and push. This doesn't look like a GitHub workflow though. And this is Python workflow, also not what we're looking for. Okay, maybe conditionally running GitHub workflow. Something like that, maybe. Okay, still running Gradle build, I guess. Well, we don't actually know. It's been running for 3 minutes, but there's no output. It's also weird. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, here we got this documentation again. Oh. I think it's so weird, like there's no other place that you find that information about the if part, aside from when you get like, where is that? Oh, hang on. We've the push refers to repository. Ah, this looks like it's working though. Holy hell. That means and here's the oh no, invalid credentials provided. And why is that? Because in Heroku release we are using these things and you can't use them. So, I guess what I could do now is stuff like this. And then just export them to the current thing and then do that in main. But then I doubt that they won't be they'll get displayed, I think, if I export them. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I bet they will be. Oh well. Well, actually, we've sort of successfully done it already. The only thing that doesn't work is the release now. The push did work. But I think we've ran across or ran against the limitations of the GitHub Actions thing. So there's two main questions that I still have. Let's open the captain's log. I don't know what day it is today. 21st. Damn, all right, it's been a while. It's been a while because I've been on a holiday and my doctor also instructed me to get sports, culture, and nature because I was lacking B12 and magnesium. It sounds like I didn't get enough meat, but I'm not a vegetarian, I guess. I still eat a lot of meat, but my body doesn't pick it up. And my doc was like, yeah, that's probably because of stress. You should not stress so much at work. I was like, my job isn't stressful at all. I love going to work. I mean, just the other week I took a holiday and then streamed every day. And he's like facepalming right in front of me. He's like, you need culture, sports, and nature. is working on your computer or coding any of those? I was like, no, it's not. Well, then you need that. So last week I took the week off, and then that's why I haven't been streaming. And now I need to do something like change my life habits, I guess, and stream less or something. No, I'm not gonna do that. Come on, are you kidding me? I'm gonna try and get in my sports culture and nature in another way, or on different days or something. GitHub Actions, that's the stuff we were learning about. Defined a workflow. Questions. How do I set up or like trigger, what's this thing called? Jobs? Jobs or workflows? Well, no. Workflows, jobs, or steps based on a branch. Having multiple files in .github doesn't seem to work. No additional workflows are listed in Actions menu. What else is weird? Maybe this is a queue. Do get exposed, like get shown. When you export so this is a question I have. I think I need that because those substitution doesn't get done when you -run some script.sh. What other stuff do I have? Yeah, these are my main questions basically. Yeah. Tutorial worked great. That's some good feedback as well. Oh yeah. Q3. Where can I find what the GitHub context entails? Looking docs but can't find any. Is it just the webhook event? That's about it. Maybe not a question, but like a to do. Add feature requests to also asterisk GitHub secrets values to be streamer friendly, because now I have to do it in a separate window off screen, and I think that's kind of too bad. In it. So define the workflow in main.yaml. And then I think there's something like workflow. Then inside that workflow, you've got builds, no jobs. Inside of a job, you've got a build. And inside of a build, you've got steps. That's sort of like jobs, build, steps. Yeah, and then you've got run things there. Uses. And then a step can reuse an action. Can reuse an action. That's about all I learned today, I guess. So still some questions left, but yeah. Then the other thing, I had a hard time finding a Java action thing, but I guess oh yeah, and then Googling stuff like that is horrible. End up on with results on GitHub flow or projects. Yeah, but not GitHub Actions workflows. DM. All right, I think that's it for today. Let me commit this, in fact, and then push that along on the Avid challenge repository so that you lot can also discover that stuff. I think that's all I have for today, actually. Added learnings of initial foray into GitHub. Voila, GitHub Actions. And I'll just push all of this maybe here and then to the main one. As a refresher, you can find information there. As usual, this thing or this video will be broadcast or put online in the archive over on YouTube. Let me maybe show you that stuff. You should be able to find it on, I don't know where actually, maybe on my stream or something. in the description somewhere. Ah, yikes. Here it is. Cool. So this contains, I think, everything I've done up until this stream. So you should check this out if you think this is cool at all. I still need to have like a first introductory movie where I explain what the project is about and what I've been doing. Let me actually add that on and post it as well. Right there. Now I definitely won't forget. Great. As usual, thanks for watching. I hope you thought it was kind of interesting. I sure did. I'm glad that we got somewhere. For sure. Oh, there's still something I need to find out. And I'll add that here as well. How can I control the Java version of the action? Or, well, actually, no, just try out. That's it. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Thanks again for watching. Let me check when I can stream again. I hope it's this Sunday. There's a car-free Sunday in Leuven. This Sunday, in fact. And you know what? That counts as sports. You can also say that I already had my stream of the week today, but you know. Okay, so normally let's check out. Let's see if I can get a stream going on Sunday, but I'm not sure I will because you know, sports, I guess. Anyway, thank you all for watching again. I hope you thought it was good. If you got some feedback, please leave it in the chat or leave it in the comments on YouTube, wherever. Poke me on Twitter. You know what to do. Anyway, see you on Sunday, and if not, yeah, just follow me on... enable your notifications on Twitch. Or follow me on Twitter or something. Alright. See you next time, or until next time, and see you then. Bye! Peace!